Hey everyone, CT Macdo back again. It's been a while, hasn't it, guys? Anyways, got a new game we're gonna play. This is called What Remains of Edith Finch. It is a first-person exploration game about a young woman named Edith Finch, who is the last of the Finch family. And apparently the Finch family has a curse that's on them, something like that, I don't know. I've heard about this game. I haven't seen it or played it, but I heard really good things about it. It was developed by Giant Sparrow and published by Annapurna Interactive. And, whoops. What am I doing here? There we go. Digging the music so far. Jeez. I guess this is just dumping us right off into it. I thought there'd be like a loading screen or something, but the game looks nice and pretty. Oh, I can move around and look. What am I doing?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay, so it looks like I'm not really going to have to do any reading. It'll narrate itself. Which is always nice, because honestly, I hate the sound of my
I
voice.
lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
It's a pretty weird looking house.
I hadn't
Can
been
I
back
run?
since my brother Lewis's funeral.
There we go.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Running button would be nice right about now.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Ooh, can we go hunting for deer? Oh, where's my rifle? Oh, this isn't Hunter Call of the Wild, is it? Never mind. If it was, I'd shoot in the face and the thing would run off.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Wow, this art style is just beautiful.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's a weird looking house.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Like I said, it's a weird looking house. Really? I went into
Crawling through the doggy door
door?
used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
What do we got going on here? Foul, flour, soap, water. Oh, it's a bunch of cookbooks. I can get behind that.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Can we turn it back on?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
So many books.
But instead of a
Still
family, there were just
cookbooks.
memories of one.
Yeah, here. I remember it was Finch. Edith, Eddie, Don, and Lewis.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
That's a lot of goddamn salmon.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
How long has this crap been sitting here? Jesus, that's a lot of salmon.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Well, why'd you leave?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
All right. Ugh. So gross.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Look at that table.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Okay. This family likes its cookbooks. Oh,
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I'm sorry, is it just me or does that look like a pregnant belly? I mean, nothing wrong with that, I'm just saying.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Yeah, but why was it last night? Okay, no one's getting in that door.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Weird. Alright, we're not going upstairs yet.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, that's more shit. I guess I got nowhere to go but up. Poor cook. What is with this family and cookbooks?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Right, so if I remember correctly, I think Edie's the grandmother?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Yeah. That's really creepy.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Alright, we're gonna come back and check you out in a minute. Just want to look around some more. Sven.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Aw, he's only 1 year old.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
He was 11. Is everyone dying at a young age?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Speak of the devil. 16?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay, we're not going up there yet. We got an open room over here. I don't see a plaque on this door.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Whoa.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Okay, Molly. Oh, phew, for a second there I thought that was like a dead hamster.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Alright. Alright, so
Being
she was
inside for
in
the first
animals.
time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
It's a pretty cool room. I swear she's got to be pregnant. Just saying. That or it's a horrible way they designed it.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh. Found a little girl.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, bummer. The fish?
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
That's a great name.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, good. Don't eat anything that's in there.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Pretty sure those aren't supposed to be eaten.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Seriously? Alright. Jumping around all
I tried to be
nimbly.
quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Where'd you go?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh, there they are.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Where is it? Oh. Okay, here we go.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, shit.
Rabbits.
Oh, there it is. Gotcha.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Okay, where? There it is. Gotcha.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh. Go, shark, go.
I rolled off the
Oh,
cliff and into
Jesus.
the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
This is... Oh.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
This kid's seriously fucked up. Is that food? Fish are friends, not food. Get it, get it, get it.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm an octopus.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
the heck am I going? Alright, this controls really bad. Am I supposed to be going this way?
I was
Alright.
big, and I moved real quiet.
Get him.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly was rusty, razor, belly was rusty, his belly was rusty, razor.
This kid's crazy. Oh.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer.
Oh. Back in her room?
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
The hell?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
The hell? Okay. Something coming hoping I can open this. No. Oh, hell no.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Okay. Okay, this is weird and creepy. So, those are all her dead pet birds. Turkey. Bob. Burpee. Blurpy. I can't read that one. Purply. Syrupy.
We got along, and
Alright,
it was a
go
good place to
Grady.
hide from my mom.
Built 1937 Sven Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Oh, Grandma.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Yeah, it sounds better that way. It's like, oh, hey, how'd your husband die? Oh, killed by a dragon.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Her room was like a museum.
Okay, before we check that out.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Okay, we're not going in there yet.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
So he just took the whole house
But
with
40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
him. Oh. Okay, makes sense.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Right, so now do we go in the bathroom?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Yikes.
It was a pretty big trace.
Oh shit. Yeah, rubber duckies. That doesn't open.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
So we're a fucking family. I know I said it once, but I'm saying it
Sven
again.
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay. Pretty cool, I guess. Oh, Milton was here. Some booze. Secret Lives of War Photographers. Alright, interesting. No. Okay. Oh, I
I
see
knew
how
Grandpa
it
Sam
is.
had a twin.
Because he grew up, but then left his brother's stuff as is.
And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Got a cast. What am I doing? Oh,
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
I think I see where this is going and I don't like it.
Dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Holy Jesus. This is
That's
making
what I
me
want to
sick.
remember about my brother.
Oh my God. Nauseous.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh shit. The fuck?
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral,
Okay.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Oh, Edie did that. Aw. How many secret passages are
The
there?
passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I see that.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Okay. This is Barbara's room.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Okay, no way. You're playing the Halloween theme? Fuck that. I don't like this. everyone's died so far.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Damn, fuck shit up. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm not so scared anymore as I am amused. Okay, never mind, I'm scared again.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Where are we going?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Jesus! Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, not this music again. Aw. I can't fuck up the books. Fuck this guy.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Run, bitch, run!
She played her part beautifully.
Fuck your shit up, Barbara.
Ollie's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh, he's gonna be gone when I get down there, isn't he? For your ass, Barbara. Yep, he's gone.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Don't do it.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. was coming from inside the house.
Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ugh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Okay, that was super cool that they did it like a comic book.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Close. There we go. Good job. Alright, so that's done saving, and I'm going to call it quits on that. So this was part 1 of What Remains of Edith Finch. I don't know about you guys, but I really liked it so far and can't wait to jump in and play again. But, excuse me, with that being said, we're going to call it a night. If you guys enjoyed this, you know the drill. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, all you sexy beasts stay hydrated, and I will catch you later.